All right, so the word of the week is Colossians 4, 2 through 4. It goes like this. It says, "Devote yourself to prayer, being watchful and thankful, and pray for us too, that God may open a door for our message, so that we may proclaim the mystery of Christ, for which I am in chains. Pray that I may proclaim it clearly as I should." All right, so immediately I read this and I go, devote yourself to prayer. What does it mean to devote something, right? To devote something is to give a majority of your time or all your time to that one thing. How do I know? Because I looked it up, right? That's what it says. And so I start thinking, I go, okay, to devote yourself to something, if you're going to give all your time to it, a majority of your time to it, you're going to have to care about that thing, right? Whether we devote ourselves to sports, whether we devote ourselves to music, whether we devote ourselves to anything in our life, you got to care about it, number one. You got to be able to care about what you're devoting yourself to. And whenever I look at devoting yourself to prayer, I immediately think praying on Sundays only isn't devoting yourself to prayer. Praying when you go to sleep and before meals isn't devoting yourself to prayer. Devoting yourself to prayer is praying in every single situation and every single opportunity that you get the chance to do it. That's devoting yourself to prayer. Moving on, in verse 3 it says, "And I pray for us too, that God may open a door for our message, so that we may proclaim the mystery of Christ, for which I am in chains. Pray that I may proclaim it clearly as I should." Right? So I look at this and I think two things pop out immediately. Number one, it's okay to ask for prayer. Right? He's asking for prayer here. Paul's asking, he's going, look, pray for me and pray for us that the message we want to give gets out, right? So I might be able to proclaim it clearly. It's okay to ask people around you for prayer. It's not embarrassing. You know, if something's going on in your life and you need prayer for something, go out and ask. Right? Ask those around you, people who care about you. The Bible tells us all throughout it to pray for others, right? So that's one thing that I got from the second thing there is proclaim the mystery of Christ, for which I am in chains. So it sounds like to me Paul was in prison here. He was, he was in chains here, right? And he was in prison not for doing something bad, but he was in prison for doing the will of God, for proclaiming the mystery of Christ. That's why he was in prison here. And so I look at that, and that's comforting to me, right? Because I look at that and I say, he's put away and he's not mad about it. He knows it's God's will, and he's praying about it, saying, I still want to go out and tell people about Christ. I still want to go out and do what I got in trouble for. I want to, will you guys pray for me about that? So I find that really encouraging because to a lot of us, something that we thought we were supposed to do didn't go our way. I know me, off the bat, I would be really upset about it, right? But he prays for help and he prays for comfort. And I think that's very comforting to us. And so I just want to encourage you guys to just get more involved in prayer, to pray with those around you, to pray for those around you. And not just pray whenever you feel like it, and not just pray out of habit, and not just pray when it's convenient, but to devote yourself to prayer. Thank you, guys.